morning. Don't know where you are, but where I am, it's early. The world's still stretching, the coffee's hot, and the signals are already coming in. Let's take a look before the day starts making demands. This is Signal Check with Adrian North. So there's a manual out there, a literal how-to guide for criminals shopping for stolen credit cards. And it reads like a Yelp review checklist, except instead of rating tacos, they're vetting fraud shops based on pricing models, real-time inventory updates, and this part's wild, customer support ticketing systems, escrow services, refund policies, the whole thing. Bleeping Computer got a look at this underground playbook, and what it reveals is that even career fraudsters get scammed constantly. Exit schemes, fake dumps, honeypots run by law enforcement. The ecosystem is brutal. So they built these operational security checklists, step-by-step methodologies for deciding who to trust in a marketplace where trust doesn't really exist. Companies like Flare monitor these forums in real time. They watch where the cards are coming from, how they're being vetted, what's emerging. And what this tells us is that the fraud economy, it's professionalized. It has standards now, which means the defense has to be just as systematic. The European Union launched an age verification app last week designed to prove you're over 18 before accessing restricted content online. Sounds reasonable, right? Except, cybersecurity researchers took one look at the source code on GitHub and tore it apart in about 2 minutes. Here's the problem. Let's say you verify that you're 18. Great, now hand your unlocked phone to your 13-year-old nephew. He opens the app, boom, he's verified too. No biometric check, no re-authentication, just access. That's what Olivier Blazy, a cryptographic researcher in France, pointed out immediately. The European Commission said, and I'm paraphrasing here, relax, that was just a demo version. They say the vulnerability's been fixed, but more than 400 privacy and security experts already sent an open letter in March asking for a moratorium on this whole thing. Because the technical consensus, it's not there yet. And according to a member of the European Parliament, Marketa Gregorova, this rollout is being rushed under political pressure, which never ends well when you're dealing with identity verification at scale. Push notifications. They feel instant, right? Like the app is talking directly to your phone, but they're not. Most of them get routed through Apple or Google servers first. And according to a letter Senator Wyden sent to the Department of Justice, those companies can see the content of your notifications, or at the very least, they collect metadata about what apps send them and when. So if you're using a secure messaging app like WhatsApp or Signal, your messages themselves are end-to-end encrypted. Great. But the notification that says new message from Alex, that might still pass through Apple or Google in plain text. Unless the app developer builds in extra protections, Signal does this. They give you granular controls over what shows up in notifications, what stays hidden. The EFF would like to see more apps follow that lead. Because aside from the distraction factor, and let's be honest, lock screen chaos is real, limiting what's visible in your notifications improves your privacy in 2 ways. Less metadata for the platforms to collect, and less information exposed if someone gets physical access to your device. It's where there's things where the default settings aren't built with your privacy in mind. You have to go in and adjust them yourself. 2 things happen in the same news cycle that tell you a lot about where surveillance is headed. First, some venues owned by James Dolan, you might know him as the guy who runs Madison Square Garden, have purportedly been using facial recognition, social media monitoring, and in-person surveillance on visitors, according to court records and sources who talked to Wired. Not just at the Garden, other venues too. Now there's pushback against the idea of embedding face recognition into wearable devices like smart glasses. Privacy groups say it would be a disaster for stalking victims, domestic abuse survivors, anyone trying to move through the world without being constantly identified. That same day, Booking.com confirmed hackers may have extracted customer data. Names, emails, phone numbers, booking details, the usual. And the Associated Press ran background checks on 40 ICE agents, and found 3 with lawsuits over alleged misconduct from previous law enforcement jobs. Several others had histories of unpaid debt. Oh, and a Russian crypto exchange called Grinex, which had already been sanctioned by the US, got hacked and blamed it on special services from an unfriendly foreign state. They said the attack showed unprecedented resources only available to state actors, which is a very dramatic way of saying someone better funded than us took us down. All of this in one news day. Surveillance, breaches, background issues in enforcement, and geopolitical finger-pointing in the crypto underworld. It's a lot. If you know the Boston Marathon, you know Heartbreak Hill. It's famous, mile 20, brutal, everyone talks about it. But according to a local runner who's finished Boston multiple times and who wrote about this in Runner's World, Heartbreak Hill isn't actually the hardest climb. The worst one? A small uphill through the Commonwealth Avenue underpass just below Mass Ave. Mile 25, final stretch. And here's why it's worse. When you hit Heartbreak Hill, you're ready for it. You've got anticipation, adrenaline, crowds cheering you on. You attack it. But that underpass at mile 25? You've got nothing left. The fanfare's gone, the legs are done, and you're staring at one more incline you didn't mentally prepare for. Cumulative fatigue is real, and a hill at mile 25 with 5 more miles of exhaustion in your system than heartbreak hits different. It's a good metaphor, honestly. Sometimes the thing that breaks you isn't the famous obstacle. It's the quiet one you didn't see coming. That's Signal Check for today. Close the tabs, step outside, the day's waiting. We'll talk again next time.